So I'm watching this thing on the sun.
Yet, up close,
They're
the
claiming
sun
that
is a
the field is
dynamic
going to
ball of
flip.
plasma. It's covered in sunspots, flares, and other features, like prominences and filaments that can outsize our planet. Essentially, the
They're
sun
talking
is a
about the
massive ball of
Carrington
hot
event.
gas that's always changing. But this change follows a pattern. On average, every 11 years, the sun undergoes a cycle of increased and decreased activity, known as the solar cycle, or Schwabb cycle. We are currently observing the 25th cycle of such activity since systematic records began in 1755. But how did scientists notice the sun's activity changes over time? The key to this discovery lies in sunspots. Sunspots are temporary dark areas on the sun's surface, looking darker because they are cooler than the surrounding areas. The temperature in the center of a sunspot is between 3,000 and 4,500 Kelvin, much cooler compared to the surrounding area's temperature of about 5,800 Kelvin. They are caused by intense magnetic activity, and sometimes can be as big as Earth. When astronomers started keeping track of these sunspots regularly, they noticed a fascinating pattern. The number of sunspots went up and down over a cycle of about 11 years. They also observed changes in the size of sunspots, the areas they covered on the sun, and where they were located. A solar cycle starts with a few sunspots, known as the solar minimum. Then, as more sunspots appear, it reaches a peak called the solar maximum. After this peak, the number of sunspots begins to drop, marking the end of the cycle. Another interesting pattern is where the sunspots appear. At the beginning of a cycle, sunspots show up at mid-latitudes on the sun. As the cycle progresses,
So if you look
closer
up
to the
this
equator,
channel, The
this
Secrets of
loop
the
creates a pattern that
Universe,
looks like
you'll
a
be able
butterfly
to
on a plot
find
of
this
graph
video, I
called the
guess.
butterfly diagram. This diagram is a great way to visualize the solar cycle's regular
You can
pattern.
even buy a
For a long
shirt.
time, astronomers kept a record of solar activity by observing the behavior of sunspots alone. But as technology improved, they noticed two more things that changed over a solar cycle. The first was
Other
the solar
people are
magnetic
saying
field.
the same
The sun is
thing.
a giant magnet with a north and a south pole. The sun's magnetism lies at the heart of its dynamic
Is
features.
this that
Astronomers found that the magnetic field goes through a complete reversal of polarity with each solar cycle.
space
This
weather
means that the solar
lady?
magnetic north becomes the south, and the south becomes the north.
Magnetic
The pole
field
reversal occurs around the solar
reversal.
maximum, marking the end of the maximum and the transition of the cycle to its minimum, and importantly, marking the cycle's midpoint. This phenomenon remains
It's
one of the most
amazing when
intriguing
you
unsolved
click on
problems of solar
one
physics,
video,
as we still
right?
don't understand why the magnetic
We'll
field.
go ahead and pause this. You click on one video, and you'll end up with all of these other ones. Comet twice the size of Mount Everest is something. Same channel. The sun's poles are about to be reversed. The image NASA didn't want to receive from the deep something or other. A lot of these are just really, really clickbaity. I mean, like, really, really, really bad. And it's you know, you can end up watching hours and hours of stuff on here based on clickbait. The universe, new evidence of parallel worlds. I don't really understand the concept of parallel worlds, but I just kind of heard the term thrown around before. I'm not really sure what they're referring to, like another solar system parallel to ours that we don't really see, but it's basically parallel. I don't know. So I mean, there's still, the debate of, did we land on the moon? Did we not land on the moon? Was it all fake? Was it all filmed in Hollywood? And I don't really know. I find it hard to believe with 1950s technology we landed on the moon and we haven't been back since. So it definitely could be argued. And if you think about how difficult that would be, it's pretty difficult. So, France is preparing for war. Okay. And everything is absolutely nuts. Okay, so this guy says, oh, there's going to be an internet apocalypse. Alright, well, maybe. The deep state. Now, this is something, if you don't believe in the deep state, you need to do some research. So, I definitely get into some of the conspiracy theory stuff. I just don't usually, talk about it too much. What we got here? I heard somebody on here. Anyway. Come on. Every time I turn around, they're gone. like it right there. Anyway, so there has been a lot of solar activity. We do know that. Was Neil deGrasse Tyson, whoever he is. We might have 100 years left. 2.8 million views. They got, just all like, all this crazy stuff. And they love to like use Elon Musk too. Interesting. So anyways, and then this AI stuff, really, I don't see what's such the big deal. Like, I think it's just this fancy label for computer technology that we've always had. It's not necessarily artificial intelligence. It's just the ability to manipulate things to a much more advanced level and run automatic sequences of things. And then people are like, oh my god, it's got a mind of its own. It's going to do its own thing. Anything is possible. Something strange is happening to the North Star. So anyway, these are just videos of stuff popping up in my feed. Sometimes you really, really do have to think like really far outside of what's like really going on, And when I think about the universe and outer space, it's just like hard to comprehend half of it. Heck, it's hard to comprehend what's even going on in the world today, in the United States today. I mean, the things that are going on and are being allowed to go on. And then, forget that. Let's talk about the universe. So, and really, how much do we really know